Hello, everyone. So, we are going to take the first line of what is traditionally known as the Lord's Prayer or the Our Father. In Luke chapter 11, Jesus' disciples and close friends ask him, "Teach us to pray." Now, I want to start with that first. Isn't it interesting? We live in a world where prayer is commonly understood to be something we can do at any time and in manifold ways. The ways we can pray, the types of prayer we can participate in are so abundant. And back in that day, we don't really know with the people that were closest to Jesus, did they pray? Did they believe that because they weren't a Pharisee or a scribe or somebody of the religious status, did they believe they couldn't pray and they had to have people pray on their behalf? Or did they have the intimate longing to pray in such a way that they could become like Jesus? We don't really know those intentions, but it does give us a great opportunity to revisit our own relationship with prayer. Is our prayer alive? Or are we in a period where our prayers feel rote? Or is our sense of prayer dry? Or do we even believe in prayer anymore? I know my own experience of moving from a personal God to a presencing and an awareness of a God source. The nature of my prayer is very different. It is still like speaking to a friend and a lover, but it's not with an orientation or a positioning that I'm speaking to a personal God. There is an orientation, but it's a bit more mysterious than the traditional supplication and worship way of having prayers. And so today is a wonderful opportunity on your own to take a look at what is prayer for you now, right now, and what do you want to be prayer for you right now? Are you really satisfied with what prayer is? Do you want prayer to even be a word in your lexicon for your spirituality? If so, is it alive? Does it need to be refined? And if not, what might be the word you use to replace where prayer maybe sat and something else is now in its place? So that's a sidebar of a little bit of personal investigation you can do this Advent, and I'm doing the same. We're going to start today with the first line of the Lord's Prayer as taken by in the Prayers of the Cosmos by Neil Douglas Klotz. And many of you are aware of this because I've shared so much about it. The first line is in Aramaic, Abwoon Debashmaya. Abwoon Dewashmaya. You can say it numerous ways, but one of the ways I know is Abwoon, so you don't use the B. Abwoon Dewashmaya. So Dewashmaya. We're going to use that phrase, and I want to begin by reading his translation that is a descriptive translation of what's really meant by that phrase. And it's appropriate because Advent is getting ready for new birth. O birther, father, mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light. O thou, the breathing life of all, creator of the shimmering sound that touches us, respiration of all worlds, we hear you breathing in and out in silence. Source of sound, in the roar and the whisper, In the breeze and the whirlwind, we hear your name. Radiant One, you shine within us, outside us. Even darkness shines when we remember. Name of names, our small identity unravels in you. You give it back as a lesson. Wordless action, silent potency, where ears and eyes awaken, there heaven comes. O birther, father, mother of the cosmos. There is so much there for just one phrase. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. And what we're going to do is we're going to let the deeper meaning of this phrase refresh us from the soles of our feet up to the crown of our heads. That's going to be our simple meditation today. And I'll invite you at certain points on the breath. We'll invite in a breath and we'll say the phrase, Abwoon Maya. And we'll inhale, Abwoon Maya. And then the inhale, Abwoon Maya. All right, so I invite you to close your eyes. And bring your focus to the soles of your feet while simultaneously breathing and noticing the breath. For the birther is the breath in which we are being breathed. And sense or imagine that this breath is happening at the soles of the feet. The soles represent the ground on which we stand. They point us to that awareness. And keeping the breath at the soles of the feet, let's begin with our phrase, inviting in a breath and uttering the phrase at the soles of the feet, Abwoon Maya. Inhale, Abwoon Maya. Inhale, Abwoon Maya. Continue at your own pace. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Continue with the breath at the soles of the feet. O birther, father, mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light. O thou, the breathing life of all, creator of the shimmering sound that touches us, respiration of all worlds, we hear you breathing in and out in silence. moving the focus and the breath up into the calves and the knees. On the inhale, focus there, and on the exhale, Abwoon Shmaya. 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 Continue with the breath. Source of the sound, in the roar and the whisper, in the breeze and the whirlwind, we hear your name. Move the focus up to the thighs and the hips and the base of the spine, inviting in a breath. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Moving the focus up to the torso, the abdomen, the low back, the mid back, and all the organs. And continue with the breath. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Continue with the breath in the torso. Radiant One, you shine within us, outside us. Even darkness shines when we remember. And moving the breath and the awareness up into the chest, the shoulders, the arms. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Continue with the breath. Name of names, our small identity unravels in you. You give it back as lesson. And move the focus up into the neck and the head and all the way to the crown. Inhale. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Abwoon Shmaya. Continue with the breath. Wordless action, silent potency. Where ears and eyes awaken, there heaven comes. And now bring the focus to the soles of the feet. And on the inhale, draw the breath up through the body to the crown. Exhale, Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Continue with the breath. O birther, father, mother of the cosmos. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. Abwoon Maya. And now release your focus upon the breath and the body. Let the left toes lift up off the floor and come back down to the floor. And the right toes lift off the floor and come back down onto the floor. One more time, left toes up, come down, right toes up, and come down. That concludes Tuesday, December 5th of our Advent Immersive. Draw the palms together in front of the heart and open your eyes with Namaste. Namaste.